Hey, Christy Mattoon here from Rewire. I just wanted to get on here real quick and do a video because somebody asked the question, how do you find a better way to feel? And I think they meant how do you find a better way to feel? How do you find that place inside yourself where you can feel better maybe? And so I'm going to walk you really quickly through the technique that I use and that I use with clients all the time, because life will throw you sideways once in a while. Or if you're in a place where you haven't ever really quite gotten to a different feeling or gotten to a place where you can feel better. And most people relate a level of feeling to like a word, like I feel happy, I feel sad, I feel angry, or you just feel cruddy, like inside your physical body just feels bleh. And you know, they're two different things, but they still are really interconnected. And so if you can affect one, you generally can affect the other, which is pretty cool because your system is one system. It's not separate pieces. So depending on the depth and the level of issue that we're struggling with is where I would normally start with somebody. And since I don't know where this person was starting in their own system, except that when the question was asked, it didn't feel too good. So we're going to start with the really basic fundamentals. Breath, right? Breathe. Breathing can be done many, many ways. And if you're breathing deeply and oxygenating the system, you're going to get a level of change. You just are. It's physiology. You're going to get some different chemical movement in your system. You're going to oxygenate your blood. You're going to oxygenate your brain. And there's all different kinds of ways you can do that. So first thing I would say is pick a method and breathe. Like do it very literally for a purpose of feeling better, right? So you're going to set an intention to your breath. And in that intention setting, in that goal setting, it means you have to be repetitive, you have to be consistent. Consistent's a good word to use here, because if you're not, you will fall right back into the issue that you're having now. So consistency in breath for my clients and what I teach people how to do means pull your phone out, set a timer to go off every hour if you need to. If it's a super severe thing, PTSD, trauma, major anxiety, depression, panic attacks, set your timer to go off every 30 minutes or even closer together than that, every 15 minutes, every 10 minutes, whatever it takes, right? Because what you want to do is start to train the system to stay in a different place. And I'm going to just say the word coherence, for lack of a better word, with your breath and with the intention that you're breathing to feel better. Does that make sense? So breath for me, when I'm teaching breath, is just pretty functional. It's a huge inflation of the rib cage. You want to expand in a 360-degree manner, opening at all the the joints where the rib cage meets on your sides, sternally in the front, and along your spine at the back, excuse me. So you really want to open that up. You're really trying to open that space up inside your chest. And however long, however big you can make your inhale, really inflating your chest, not necessarily up, but open, your exhale should be a little bit longer. For the purposes of what we're doing, we are trying to drive oxygen into the cells. And when you take a longer exhale, you are driving oxygen deeper into the cells. Now, if you do this with an intention, we get a chemical outpouring from our intentions, right? So if the intention is to feel better, you're probably going to get a better feeling than what you did a few minutes ago. You're going to drive those chemicals deeper into the cells with that oxygen, yes? So just how the body works, right? People always will ask me, in my nose, out my mouth, tongue on the top of my roof, where do I put my tongue? I don't care. Do what's comfortable for you. The point is just to oxygenate the body at this point. Is there a proper way to do that? What I've heard from most sources is your tongue should be at the back of your teeth, at the top of your front teeth on the inhale. Exhale, tongue should fall to the bottom of your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Here's what I say. If you're already overstressed, don't worry about that. If you are having trouble breathing through your nose, don't stress yourself out more by trying to breathe through your nose, right? If the system is already compromised, breath is already hard, is fine. I did it for years. I know it's fine. It helped, right? We're just trying to oxygenate stuff. So that's where I would start. While I'm breathing, I would actually cross my arms and legs. So that's going to throw you into a whole brain state. It's going to start to get some cohesiveness, some coherence between the two hemispheres of your brain to your breath. Your breath, by nature of what you're doing, is going to start to calm the system down. That's why people always tell you, if you're having a panic attack, if you're in anxiety, breathe. That's why, because breath by itself will start to calm the system down. If you get yourself into a whole brain state, just by crossing your arms and your legs, just the nature of doing that, it is, bilateral brain stimulation kind of thing. Just by sitting in that pattern with the breath work, with your intention of feeling better, that's all you have to do. It's going to start to make you feel better. How I start to get into a higher vibrational state is I will start to, after I've done that for a period of time and practiced it so that I am in a calmer state, I will start to think about a place that I just really love. Find somewhere that just makes you go, yeah, right? So my place is up in the top of Maine at a place called Booth Bay Harbor, laying out in the peninsula on top of a picnic table, staring up at the sky at night. When you can see the universe and the edges of the galaxy, to me that's the best of the best, right? So that's where I go. For most people, I walk them out onto a beach. Feel the sand under your feet, right? So this is all by just thinking about it. You're just sitting there doing a visualization. And if you can't visualize, because I hear this from a lot of people too, I can't visualize, pretend like you are walking on the beach. Just pretend with me. So every step that you're taking, it's an inhale, a nice long exhale, and you feel every grain of sand under your feet. Just be there with it. Feel the heat from the sun. Feel the coolness of the breeze. Pretend that you can smell the salt water. See if you can hear the ocean, the water rolling in and out off the shore. And just be there with it. Just really notice. Keep breathing. Stay in that crossed over state with the intention that you're going to feel better and you're calming your system down. What's going to happen over time if you practice this for 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to notice a significant difference in your level of feeling. You just are, I promise you. If you do it consistently. And somebody once had told me, my breath work is really good. I just have to do it once a week or whatever, do my practice work. And I'm like, really? Really? Because you're the angriest person I know. This dude was angry. He would get so angry. And I'm like, if you practice that wonderful breath work consistently instead of just once in a while, you get way more bang for your buck. So do this consistently for 3 weeks. And I would never stop. To me, it's a natural part of what I do now. I'm always on a daily basis, right? More than one time a day, definitely practicing my breath work. I don't always do it hourly at this point, which is what I say for most folks. But if you need to, do it. And if you need to do more often, do it. It's only going to benefit you. It's not going to harm you. And here's what I'm going to say. 10 breaths. In, out, calm, feel it, crossed over, be on the beach, or be up in the top of Maine with me. I don't care which, pick one. 10 breaths. That's it. Every 30 minutes, maybe every hour. It's going to take you what? My phone just rang, scared the crap out of me. It's going to take you what? Maybe 3 minutes? Do it. Try it. Leave me notes below. Let me know how it works. And I'll see if I can tag this on the original video where somebody was asking. Blessings and peace. We will continue this again. Blessings.